All right, how tall are you?
6'3".
6'3", okay. Let's spin it around so we can see all how it fits, how it articulates to your back. Here, stop right there. Lean back as far as you can. Then lean forward. Okay. Show me how the armrests work. So they rotate in and out, back, and then there's buttons on the outside. Now that's a whole nother set of functions. Okay, rotate this way. The battery for the unit is right down here. So that is that's a really interesting function because I've seen some chairs try to add some electronic features and they put USB cables and I'm like, now I'm tethered to a wall or a desk. That seems ridiculous. Okay, then there's a button over here on the outside that allows you to take that up and down. Okay, put it all the way down and then show how your arm rests. Okay, then bring it up to put it where you think you would want it. You like it a little bit higher? I did too. Now watch when you lean back, the arms go back with you to match and adjust, you know, with the articulation of the back and everything. You've got 3 zones back here, plus the shock system, and then it's got power. And as that comes up, this part articulates backwards. Now when you lean back, and then of course here, rotate towards me, other way. Then you have the head articulation here. This can go up and down, and then it also can slide forward. Now I've taken a look at and used and tested a lot of chairs. Pretty much every single like designer, cool, techie kind of chair you can imagine. I worked in Silicon Valley during the whole .com thing. I was a chief operating officer for a tech firm down there. I've been through every startup and all kind of manageable things, all the ridiculous chairs that they buy. I've seen them all. This chair tops them easily. It's not even close, all right? This is close to, I'd say it's like if you took a designer chair and a medical appliance and combined the two. That's the feel, the durability, and yet the design that it manages to work together. I'm truly impressed by this chair. Now let's talk about some of the other features and specs and stuff about it. This supports a positioning anywhere from 105, 120, 135, up to 160. As you can see there, it's got the footrest, and it doesn't do the ridiculous built-in, you have to slide it out and do some sort of weird kind of yoga position to get at it. You can get the multi-position footrest with it separately. All right, and you know, that's not it, all right? There's a lot more to this as well. We talked about the power and the way this thing is geared and the way it moves with you. It is scarily intuitive the way it adapts as you move. I don't know, I mean, if this is possible, why haven't other chairs been doing it at this level? I really don't understand that. It's got 8 flexible panels. It's got 14 connection points for those panels, and then on those connection points it's got 16 spherical pivots as well, and that's where you get that kind of articulation from. Now it's also got a 4D adjustable armrest, which I've talked about on other chairs. Sometimes they take it a little too far with the armrests. All right, they go a little crazy. The 4D, I think that's about as far as you can go before it gets a little crazy, and you get to this point where I had that one position that I liked, and now I can't get back to it. I've lost it because there's just too many points of movement. This is just almost too much, but not too far. Maybe for some people it's probably gonna be too far. Some people, they just want it to be where it is. This one, I don't think is as bad as some of the other ones. And they've got the detachable neck rest there. If you don't like it, I don't know who wouldn't like having that. Seat height adjustment, which is as you expect. And then of course we gotta talk about the power. This thing is intense. It is. Everyone who sat in this chair, and I've had a lot of people test this out because I really wanted to get a lot of input on it before I showed it to you all. Not only can you adjust it and get it exactly where you want it, get it dialed in, but it will also go through this routine where it extends, it like rolls up and then rolls down and rolls up. It's like a massage combined with a stretch, and it feels weird to have a chair do this, but after like 2 motions through it, you're like, this is good. I don't want to get up. This, I needed this. It's wild. All right. And you got all the controls right in your armrest so you can handle that. You can turn it off. You don't need to do it, but Trust me, once you try it, you'll like it, all right? Here's the full specs on the chair. You can pause the screen so if you want to read all of that stuff. But let's talk about the price, because this all comes down to the price. Because it's not the most expensive chair that I've ever used, okay? As I said, I was in Silicon Valley, and they wasted a lot of founder money on just stupid chairs. It was we used to joke that you could tell how quickly a company was going to go out of business by how many Herman Miller chairs they were buying. It was honestly a joke. This is not as expensive as a lot of those, but it ain't cheap. In fact, it's far from it. It's the most expensive chair I've shown you on the channel, and it's not for everyone. It is probably not for you. But the few of you out there who need this kind of back support, especially those of us getting older and stuff, you've already seen it and you're already like, just tell me how much the price is. You've cushioned it enough. How much is it? It's $1,100 is the price. Now, it's on sale right now for $848. And I think there's going to be a Black Friday sale, but we'll see about that. Anyway, and if there is, just save this link or save this page, and I will update the link with the Black Friday stuff. Okay, if that happens, pretty sure it's going to happen. But still, even at $850, honestly, I thought this was going to be a $1,600 chair, without a doubt. And when I opened this up and I took it out, and I didn't look up a bunch of stuff ahead of time because I wanted an honest opinion of this when I got it, and everything about this is, I mean, the only thing I don't like about this chair is I'm a bigger guy and it doesn't come in an XL size. It's rated for 300 pounds. And my son, hard selling that he wants this to be his new chair, okay? He's got a high-end, like, cool leather gaming chair. And he's at college right now. And he spends a lot of time at his desk, hopefully. And he's like, he likes his chair he has. He sat at this, you saw in the video, he's still like, he's like, are you done with the video? Can I have the chair? I'm like, I don't know if I'm giving you the chair. This is an expensive chair. He desperately wants this chair. And he's got a cool chair that's got like RGB and all sorts of cool stuff, and it's got all the clout. This is not. When people look at this doesn't look like a cool chair. This looks like a serious ergonomic chair, and it is. And my 19-year-old son wants it. That should tell you something about how comfortable this chair is, all right? Now let's go back here. As I said, the price right now is $850, and that gets you just the chair. Well, the chair with the power and the battery and stuff. You can get the standard bundle here for $927, and that adds in that footrest. And it's a neat footrest, and I definitely recommend it with this chair because you're going to want to put your feet up, and it gets you the nice little elevation, all the right positioning and whatnot. But the Pro Bundle, and the Pro Bundle is where it's at. And the reason is you get the second battery. And that way you can have a battery in your chair, have the other one charging. And then when the battery in your chair dies, you just swap them. And that way you're not sitting there going, well, now I can't move my chair because my battery's dead. You want that second battery. Anyway, I will put links to everything down below. And, on a lot of the stuff, people think that, it's sponsored or something. And yeah, this is a sponsored video. So do your own research, all right? Go and look at other people. If you get a chance, take it for a test drive. I kid you not. If this chair came in an XL size, it would instantly be my favorite chair. I've sat in it. I don't want to break it, but it's, and I'm a bigger bear, as they say. So it's not for people our size, but Duncan's 6'3", he's around 200 pounds. It'll handle up to 300. He's taller than most. It's a comfy chair. Everyone who sits in it just falls in love with it. First, they think it's a little weird. They hit the little button on the side and it starts moving on them. It's a little weird. But after that, everyone asks, like, so are you keeping this chair? Can I have this chair? It's a good chair. Check it out. Anyway, you all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.